Ladies and gentlemen, former President Donald Trump has been charged with 34 felonies. Completely absurd. CNN Trump lawyer anticipate motion to dismiss charges. Fox News, Trump's new lawyer, Todd Blanche, got Manafort indictment dismissed. Bloomberg, Trump will plead not guilty, seeks to dismiss case, lawyer says. Exclusive, Yahoo. Trump to be charged Tuesday with 34 felonies. There are 34 felonies in one Hunter photo. One photo on his laptop. You can find probably 34 felonies. You know those like old pictures, Where's Waldo? Okay, you could find probably where's the greatest felony within those photos on Hunter's laptop. Okay? So, this is a complete, not only travesty of justice, but the most absurd, nonsensical, irrational attempt at interfering in 2024. But you can look, ladies and gentlemen, and it's kind of like you need a federal crime for any of these state misdemeanors to be felonies. Nothing Trump did in the state of New York was a felony. It's only a felony, according to Alan Dershowitz and Andrew McCarthy and all of these legal scholars. It's only a felony if, on the federal level, he committed a federal crime. So they can indict him with 100,000 felonies. It wouldn't matter because you would need, on the state level, there to be a crime to have been committed on the federal level first, and then they combine that to create a felony within the state of New York. So if a misdemeanor is linked or correlated directly to, according to legal scholars, the experts, if a state crime is linked to a federal crime, or if a state crime was committed to facilitate a federal crime, then it's a felony on a state level. Too bad for the wonderful, morally superior, highly educated liberal Democrats who have literally ignored all the felonies that the New York Post and the Daily Mail and everybody from Chuck Grassley to Ted Cruz to Rand Paul to Jim Jordan to James Comer have detailed within Hunter's laptop. I mean, serious issues. Actually summarizing classified data to facilitate business deals. 150 banking transactions that Joe was a part of because he gets 10% according to those emails. And these banking transactions were investigated by the financial institutions. If you or I or anyone on this planet had one banking transaction that was investigated by the financial institutions that were deemed to be problematic at that level, you wouldn't get a mortgage, you wouldn't get a home equity loan, you wouldn't get a car loan, you wouldn't get any type of credit, okay? And you wouldn't be able to get a loan, okay? And you wouldn't be able to do any banking, really. And he had 150 linked to emails stating how can you use your influence on the company's behalf. And you have businesses and corporations from adversarial countries or adversaries that were intelligence fronts for intel operations abroad. And apparently nothing there. New York investigated the foundation, Bill and Hillary's, for like 2 seconds in 2016. Found nothing. And Hillary Clinton, I think, will be the 24 nominee for the Democratic Party. I think it's going to be, obviously, Trump versus Clinton in 24. And whoever wins Georgia or Arizona, the Georgia and Arizona Republican parties will decide the future of this country. But anyway, transferring top secret data onto unencrypted, at one point, servers. And this is public record, just like the New York Post was public record on Hunter's laptop, which, by the way, the truth is either an operation by the Kremlin or has to be silenced or censored. Hit subscribe to this channel right now. Notice that Twitter never bothered to suspend the Post or the Times or any Washington Post or Times or Atlantic, and none of those articles. Well, but the New York Post was suspended because, well, it was the truth. And so, but with Hillary's servers, James Comey, the honorable James Comey, you can hear him on this channel in a short, stated no reasonable prosecutor would indict. How do you transfer top secret and special access program intelligence from secure government locations via email or any other method onto unsecured servers outside, not connected to the U.S. government? There is no American that isn't in government or doesn't have high-level security clearance. They can just get an email from Central Intelligence or National Security or, any intel agency. But that's essentially what Madam Secretary did. Now, if President Obama gave her tacit approval, then that was a crime there. But it's not, from a cybersecurity perspective, it's not possible. But Trump had a relationship with a star in 2006, and he said it was legal expenses, but guess what? The FEC fined the Clinton and DNC, the Clinton campaign and the DNC. They didn't fine Trump. It's not what Trump did wasn't an FEC violation because it was a personal expenditure that Michael Cohen paid for, a convicted felon who's a liar. Then you have Stormy, who also stated the thing never happened to begin with. Then she waited until October because she wanted the money, honey. And that's why. Why did she wait until October? Also, Alvin Bragg, the Manhattan DA, other prosecutors will have to testify before Congress because they're the ones who went from the state level to the federal level. They're the ones who said that, and hit subscribe to this channel, read my writing in The Hill, The Huffington Post, Shalom, The Jerusalem Post, The Federalist, other publications. To my new Patreons, thank you. The channel's growing. We're almost at 205,000 subs. I mean, it's pretty good. I'm reaching out to people. Hopefully we can get some really awesome interviews with some really wonderful YouTubers and wonderful people very soon. But the super thanks is below as well, next to the like and the share buttons. The channel's growing. It's because of you. Who told Stormy to wait until October to basically extort Trump and get as much money as possible before November 2016? Michael Avenatti was linked to Hillary Clinton's super PAC. Number 3. Actually, the Hillary Clinton super PAC was funding and giving advice and consulting for his campaign to run for president. Number 3, how many Democrats are involved in this? Okay, there is not one person in the entire fiasco here with prosecutors and media that voted for Trump. Not one. Maybe there was one that maybe there's one that just is like not telling anybody but still going after Trump. There's basically not one. This is the Democratic National Committee via Democrats in Tammany Hall, New York, trying to interfere in 2024. They impeached Trump. By the way, we're still living in 2016. They impeached Trump on this, and by the way, they impeached Trump on trying to interfere, and then they go after him, and then they're probably going to indict him again in Georgia, and the special counsel Jack Smith will indict him. He'll have 50 indictments with 160 felonies, and he'll be either tied or above mashed potato brains, our president, in every poll. And they'll probably get a Martian. They'll probably get an extraterrestrial to say that he tried to sell Earth to build a Mar-a-Lago on Mars. He's a monster. Stop him. That's all they want to do is stop Trump. Because you're talking about not everybody, Christopher Hitchens is an inspiration to me. I love Christopher Hitchens, but you're talking about a great many people who are godless, basically. A great many individuals within the Democratic Party don't believe in God. Their God is CNN, MSNBC, acceptance, social acceptance, not being called a bigot, and just believing complete nonsense about a whole bunch of things, including Trump. And going along, getting along, and being part of a group, collective, not logic or reason. Give me your thoughts below. Hit subscribe right now.